Welcome everyone to HololiveEN's debut. I will be your first host for today, Shiori Novella. So many eyes. But is this really all you can do for me? Is this really all the hype you can build? I want you to spam HololiveEN on Twitter and perhaps here as well. Could you do that for me? Shall we hype things up a bit? Alright, everyone, I want you to scream for me. So, 1, 2. Come on! Is this all you can do for me? HololiveEN! HololiveEN! And then let's do some confetti. And, oh, I think you humans love balloons, don't you? Ba-bum-bum-bum, ba-da-ba-ba. My name is, as you should know by now, Shiori Novella, at your service. My age is quite unknown. I personally do not know. My birthday, May 2. Will you spend it with me? It would be quite nice to have your eyes on me then. My role is an archiver. Naturally, that means I archive things. Your memories, for example. Memories you make together. Books I adore. Characters I think are worth saving. All of it will be just for my eyes. We have mascots on here. These mascots are the Yakuza. There is a reason for that. I will go into that later. But for now, you may occasionally see them. For example, right here. They will be here to cheer me on in our activities together. I animated them, by the way. Now for my hobbies. Usually we talk about this on the first date, don't we? I can play the piano. I was actually forced into playing the piano. But I suppose the skills came in handy. I can sight read. And I used to transcribe piano songs. Which makes sense, considering I'm an archiver. I enjoy cooking. Unfortunately, I do not have much time to cook nowadays. And I admit, I may not be taking care of myself so often. So, I suppose you can do that for me? I enjoy photography. I am trying to learn all the vocabulary terms with it, but frankly, I don't have much time. I enjoy feeding strays. Is that a hobby? I leave food out for them sometimes, and I get kind of... I don't know, I think I'm a little bit too empathetic. I also carry bird feed with me whenever I go out. So, if I see birds, I'll throw seeds at the side, somewhere where they won't get hurt or anything. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I suffer from very severe insomnia. But you will hear my recommendations later. I also enjoy text adventures and visual novels. I am still a maiden at heart. I enjoy the idea of romance. For fiction. And then I enjoy playing life sims. Why? Because I can get married in them sometimes, so I like that. You guys like getting attached to characters too, don't you? So yes, that is my embarrassing details. Alright, this is the part where I get excited. So if I become a complete utter dork. I mean, I'm a librarian for crying out loud. What did you expect? So, my lovely chat. Let us go over the details of my favorite books. I love Audible. So, I read The Devil Aspect. It is a little bit of a suspenseful thriller. A little psychology. First off, it was a little bit of a slow burn at first, but you get really into it. My favorite book that has stood out to me the most is of Mice and Men. I'll confess, I may be aloof. I may seem hard to read. And that is a very common understanding for me. I cried at this book. I cry easily, okay? I cry very easily. I think I am empathetic, so I don't need to be, so please take care of me. I also, now, my favorite genre is mystery, Sherlock Holmes, and I think technically I own a and that's mystery. The Heat Life series on Audible is fantastic, and Arian does such a wonderful job. I have to admit, I don't like the characters very much, so we'll see you later. You guys see too. You want to sell it to I have more books, please forgive me. Rebecca! Okay, so there is actually a movie. So you can read this version of my and then the movie. It's good. It is a little bit of suspense. It's partial romance. It's good. You can go through the fact that the main character is essentially a romantic emotion all the time. I never see I read and then there were done. Well, Express. The Express was honestly, like, really translated. I ended up liking it. It was really worth it. Oh, forgive me for my excitement. And then there are cartoons. I like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and, of course, the supernatural Blue's Clues. But Courage and Grim Adventures have quite the supernatural motif. I quite enjoyed it, frankly. Now, these are games I enjoyed, but I do like Super Mario Sunshine. I always wanted Mario to just have a good time, and I just would make him sleep at those little chairs. I loved his sleeping animation. And naturally, I love Harvest Moon, because I can get married in it. Alright, these are my types. If you ever are similar to these, then, oh no, I'm too happy. So, I love smart people. I am fond of certain personality types. In fact, let me move over to the side a little. I enjoy Sherlock Holmes, naturally. The canon version. Actually, some non-canon's fine too. Dan Heng? Or is it Dan Hong? Oh gosh. I adore him. I love stoic personalities. I have not spent money on these before. Let me make that clear. I have never spent money on a gacha game. You would be surprised. I think. But I do like Dan Heng, and I look forward to his dragon form. And then this one might be a little bit odd, but I like Snufkin. I enjoy Snufkin. Snufkin is like prototype Kazuha, but you cannot be with Snufkin. Now these are a list of characters I've liked over the course of my lifetime. I do not watch things too often, but the last things I do remember was Ajin, Dorohedoro. Gintama has a special place in my heart. It always will. I have actually watched both the Japanese and English version of Ghost Stories. Now, some trivia of me. What is it? You guys look rather surprised. Now, I don't suggest you cross the road with your phones out, but I'm an archiver. I'm powerful enough as it is. I know it's simply too much. I got Kaneki canned for crying out loud. So, trivia. I eat with scissors at times. Incredibly efficient, but quite dangerous. Would not recommend. Oh, why are you guys surprised? So, scissors to me is like chopsticks. You take steak, even hamburger. I've used pizza, even ice cream. So take scissors, cut it, and then pick it up like chopsticks and just put it in your mouth. Well, I would not recommend you do this unless you're like me, I suppose. I enjoy photography. I like things that may not be alive, such as insects. And I like to send them to people whom I deem can accept me for who I am. I am the type to stop on the ground and take pictures of things. And I'm just that weird one, I suppose. This one is simply because of my knowledge. I simply know too much. I suffer from insomnia and headaches. Exercise does not fix insomnia for me, nor possibly medicine. My brain simply overthinks at the silliest notions of things, and I have headaches at times. So I suppose my health is not the best, but that is the cost of such power, isn't it? Oh, on this one, not much to say about it. I own over 30 porcelain dolls at one point. No longer, though. I ran out of room. So, yeah. And now for the content expected of me. I would like to go for something educational and fun, simply because, in my youth, I wished to be a teacher. But I was expected to carry on the legacy of the Yakuza. Unfortunately, I just became an archiver. We will be having certain streams. I've debated on buying Anatomical parts? Of course they're not real, don't worry about it. But I would like to teach you anatomy at some point. Not my anatomy, of course. And I own a microscope, so please look forward to us looking at microscope slides. And at the end of the day, I am still a girl at heart, so I do enjoy tea parties, cooking, and arts and crafts, so... Alright. I suppose this is the part where I show you what I have to offer. So, first off, these shoes. Please, I have already seen your Twitter comments. You wish for me to step on you, was it? You adore my eyes, or you adore the bottom of my feet. So, these are stylish, functional boots capable of being able to walk and step on you. I have self-defense chains, should I need to naturally defend myself. But they're very handy if I ever want to chain you guys down. And then... Now for my skirt portion, I have a dripping eye motif. I do actually enjoy Hot Topic, so... My mama did such a terrific, wonderful job with my outfit. And I have been through quite a lot of adventures with this. And I also have mix-match stockings, because what else is eccentric? Besides mix-match stockings, I am, I suppose, the epitome of your hot goth girlfriend ? Now let us move to staring respectfully over here. Now, behold the movements. Look at my elbow-length gloves. I own quite a few pairs, so if you see a different color at some point, it is simply because there is this thing called having a wardrobe. I own many of these, so do not be surprised. My arm cuff jewelry. Not efficient, but very, very cool. And the mysterious book. I can't tell you much about it. You'll have to figure it out, but if you ever look at it, I don't think you'll be alive anymore. Unless you're okay with getting Kaneki canned. And then lastly, my face. Let's go a little closer for this. Behold me respectfully, my two-toned hair. It wasn't always like this. My original hair color is actually black. But of course, when you are stressed, and when you fight off knowledge, well, stress makes your hair white. And then this beloved mascot of mine is known as Yorick. Please, please be careful of Yorick. And I like to call this my hashtag hairpin. So, I hope you enjoyed looking at. Oh my, hello there, chat. Have you been there all this time? I forgot. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, before I end stream, regarding collaborations, let me get close to your face. Is this good for you? I will be collaborating with friends and people who may be potential friends. Now, this is possibly quite rare, simply because I have to study people. I have to study characters to understand them. The more often you see them, the more likely they have reached friend status. But you will not really know unless I mention so. So please respect those around me, okay? You wish to be a good boy for me, don't you? Or perhaps a good girl? I will not tolerate disrespect after all. So please be kind to each other, okay? I just want all of you to have a happy ending. And I wish all for you to simply smile. And if I am not the one that can make you smile, that is okay. I just want you to be happy, even if I may not know you personally. I am oddly empathetic like that. So, Bibu's stream is up next. You will attend, I hope. Will you please treat my sister well? So, once again, thank you for coming to my debut. I hope that I did not disappoint, and I hope we can make many memories together. My gremlin little pet rock, along with the pet dogs and the pet bird, are coming after me. So for now, I hope you enjoyed what I had. So, ending stream.